Meeple Nation Pod.
We're like 30 seconds. We're not even 30 seconds in.
I don't have such a hard time with that. I'm sorry. Meeple Nation Podcast, episode 597, November 2025, Turn 1.
Welcome, citizens, to Meeple Nation. Grab your favorite beverage, pull up a chair, warm up those dice, and join us at the game table as we discuss board games and the board gaming world. Each week, the hosts of Meeple Nation share their love for board games and the amazing memories that come from playing games with some very outstanding people. Let us now join our hosts in their natural habitat, the game table.
Wow, it's November already.
I know.
You know what's really sad about November? This November?
No BGG.
None of us are going to BGG.
So sad.
Too many things going on or unexpected expenses this year, unfortunately.
Yeah, it...
slash surgeries. I was going to go. And
surgeries.
Funerals, yeah. All sorts of things.
Surgery. Yeah.
Just threw this whole end of the year right out the window.
Yeah.
But I am looking forward to BryceCon.
Yeah, we got our tickets all bought for that. Super excited. That had to have been a record, by the way. I know we haven't done any of our intro stuff or anything, but BryceCon, like those tickets for the original, like they might still have some tickets. 2 weekends. Yeah, it's 2 weekends.
I believe there's still tickets for the second weekend.
And then there's Bryce twice. I think that one still has a few tickets, but that first weekend, the Martin Luther King Jr. weekend, those tickets sold in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. It was 12 minutes. They were all gone.
Yep. Down to the last one.
Yep. Dave's sitting there debating. Oh, nobody even said anything about this.
It's like, whoa, check the thread.
Yeah. And instead of talking about this, Dave, why don't you go look and purchase your ticket?
Yeah.
Somebody saved his bacon.
Somebody did. And his name is Nathan.
Yeah.
Nathan, the bacon saver.
Nathan, the bacon saver.
Bacon.
Well,
maybe his wife will pay me in bacon.
Hey, you know what?
Hey,
That
actually
could probably happen.
Yeah, I'm sure it would.
I like it.
Yeah.
I take bills and bacon.
Well, I am Douglas Stewart. This over here is Bacon Saver, and we got Scarlet Pimpernel. When our powers no, I am Douglas Stewart.
I'm Nathan Howard.
And I am Andy Holiday.
And when our powers do combine, we become the world's most okayest podcast. To go with the world's most okayest podcast, we needed a world's most okayest website.
And we got it.
And we did. And we mission accomplished.
Nailed it.
You can see the success, the fruit of that okay labor over at meeplenation.com. Head on over there to find all of our past episodes. That's kind of the big draw, right? You can listen to all the past stuff on there. Have access to everything. You can learn a little bit more about us, and you can click on that Patreon link. We love and appreciate our patrons so much. So if you want to become an official member of the nation, click on that link, head on over, and share with us a little bit of love. We also love to hear from you, so drop us a line at meeplenation@gmail.com.
Yes, we do enjoy feedback. In fact, this feedback is way old, but and I'm totally going to draw a blank on who shared it with me. But we were talking a while back about Sagani and how it's similarities to, we compared it both to similarities of Framework and...
I don't know, some other game that you made up.
Not Nova Luna. No, it is Nova Luna. Yeah.
If
Nova
you say
Luna.
so.
We had a listener who chimed in and pointed out, hey, morons, Sagani is a reimplementation of Nova Luna, which is a reimplementation of, actually, I think I'm going to screw that up. Nova Luna, I think, was the original one. And now I can't even remember the other game I was talking about.
You really started that story without
it was
anywhere
great.
to go with it.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was kind of an all inspiration. But anyways, Sagani is a reimplementation of Nova Luna and whatever the other game is that I already quickly forgot.
Framework, thank you, yes.
It's a reimplementation of Framework?
Yeah. It doesn't mean it's the exact same.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely giving me those vibes, but I wouldn't call that...
Because it's a reimplementation?
No. Both Uwe Rosenberg, but no, not a reimplementation. There's a lot of similarity, but it's Come on now.
It's not like a carbon copy, but it is a re-implementation.
I would accept spiritual successor.
Okay.
Wow.
BGG calls it a re-implementation, but
Really?
Spiritual successor.
Where? See, I'm reading through it, and I can't find that anymore.
doesn't that not say it right there at the top?
Nope.
Oh, no. Now I'm getting called out by both sides.
That's like a Nathan tug of war.
I'm just in the middle. Everybody needs to love me. Sagani re-implements Nova Luna.
That's dumb.
Nova Luna.
I've actually never played Nova Luna.
Re-implemented by Framework and Sagani. Right there in white.
Oh, you have to go to the Nova Luna. So to be clear, Sagani is not a rework of Framework. Framework and Sagani are re-implementations of Nova Luna. Okay. Which I have no choice but to accept because I've never played Nova Luna.
Which Nova Luna is a re-implementation of Habitats.
Actually, Nova Luna looks kind of fun.
Nova Luna is fun.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What is this Habitats game? Why are we going down this rabbit hole?
I don't know. It just kind of happened. It was a walk down memory lane, and
This is feeling a little Settlers of Catan to me. Hey, let's re-implement this. Throw some different artwork at it.
Wow, Habitats looks cool. I think Framework was my favorite of all these games so far.
Well,
Habitats
Nova
has
Luna.
a 7.4.
Nova Luna looks good though. I'd
It
play
is
I haven't
really
played
good.
it.
It's pretty good.
I'd like to check it out. I'd even play Sagani again.
I really like
I
Sagani.
felt a little frustrated by sort of the luck-based part of it, the just the way things can come out and just hose you. It was still a fun game.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed it. And now I have to go find Habitats too.
or not.
Maybe.
I will.
Where were we going when I derailed the Okayest podcast?
Well, we were talking about feedback.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and somebody who gave you some questionable feedback. Let's just call
It
it
was
questionable.
definitely not questionable.
Let's call it questionable. I'm going to call it questionable.
Maybe call it deniable, but it was
Probably right. But hey, if you too have some questionable feedback for us,
Wow.
drop us a line at meeplenation@gmail.com.
We do
Yeah.
appreciate your comments, though.
100%.
David. So,
Thanks, David.
wow.
No, we totally do. I'm just being funny. We
his
absolutely
name
do.
wasn't David. by the
Okay.
way.
Yeah, it was.
Sure.
Oh, it wasn't? Okay.
It's David, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
David Belcher.
Yes, there it was. So yes, thank you, David. And you were correct. And
And I am definitely not. So
Doug is digging in his heels.
just trying to give the people a little something to laugh at. That's all.
It's working.
Nailed it.
Mostly at me.
Well, we have an amazing sponsor. That sponsor is GameToppersLLC.com. They have a wonderful product that improves every game night. Go to their website. Check out GameToppersLLC.com. Why are you giving me a question mark face?
Because I swear I heard you say we have an amazing sponsor that sponsors GameToppersLLC.com.
I may have.
I'm like, wait, what?
I
Can you
may
name that
have.
sponsor?
That
Because-
sponsor is.
Meeple Nation.
Oh, woo, yeah, it is pretty awesome.
Did David write this sponsorship segment? Wow.
Maybe David Holliday did, because that sounds like something that he would mix up.
Yeah, that's
Definitely something
Accurate.
that Nathan would mix up. So, anyways, GameToppersLLC.com. World's okayest podcast.
world's best
Case
sponsor.
in point. World's best sponsor.
Yeah, we love our toppers. They are fantastic.
Yeah, we're going to miss not seeing Berkey this year.
I know.
It really is
Yeah.
a bummer.
Yep, it is. It's too bad.
We're going to have to make it up next year for sure.
Yep. Just waiting for that sound effect. There it is.
There it is. No, it's not. That one was last time, or a couple of...
Wah, wah, wah.
You know, that should probably be the theme
Actually,
music of my life.
The thing is it kind of works.
It did, yeah.
Oh, too good. Too good.
Okay, so
You'll have to save that for like when I do a really bad outro.
Wah,
Wah,
wah.
wah.
all right,
If it was really good, it'd go...
I'll wait till the end of the episode.
You're already counting on me doing a terrible outro. Okay.
Spoiler alert.
We haven't even reached my point of inspiration yet.
Oh boy. All right. Well, it is highlight 30. I mean, there was the proper noise was in there somewhere. Yeah.
Somewhere in there, yes.
Okay. So weird. It's so bizarre. All right, I'm going to start us off here. The other night, Nathan and I got to play one of the new Everdell games. I guess it's been out for a little while. It's not that new, but it's definitely new to us.
Or 2022.
What really was Farshore? We played Everdell Farshore. Is it already 3 years old?
Oh, 2 years old. 23.
Oh, 23. Okay. That's not much better.
Yeah.
A lot of these will come out like 2023, especially if they Kickstarter, but they don't really release.
Well, and I think that's what it was, because they did Silver Frost, and I think I ordered this with the Silver Frost Kickstarter, so they both kind of came together. They both feel like totally fresh new Everdell experiences to me, and I really liked Farshore. I thought it was great.
I did too.
Yeah, it was very
Not
cool.
because I won either.
It is very, very much like the base Everdell game. Very much like everything plays very similarly. I will say that they use it. So the theme is slightly different. This is, Farshore. It's more of an aquatic theme versus the woodland critters of the original. And they did some things that I thought relieved the stress on players when it comes to some of the bottlenecks that existed in the original game. And I think they did something that was pretty smart in that at the beginning of the game, everybody is given 3 anchors, and you can use those anchors to play on constructions to get your critters for free, as opposed to using the little door token that you put on there from the original game. I think that certain players could really exploit that in ways that were just kind of crazy, and this just makes it so everybody gets 3 of those, and that's it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The anchors.
I wasn't following I was like, you only have 3 anchors, but you were talking
Everdell.
Everdell, the original, I think that could really be exploited. And I liked that did this. I also really liked the 2 spots on the side. There's one spot that just lets you can just discard as many cards as you want and then draw up to a fresh hand. So anytime you want to just dump your hand and get all the fresh stuff, or keep what you want and draw all the way back up to your 8 hand size,
which was really nice.
Love
Not just the number of cards you discarded, but all the way up to 8 cards.
Yep. So absolutely love that. It gave you a lot of turnover in the cards in your hand, which I think was needed. I think it gives you more of an opportunity to dive for some of the cards that you want.
Yeah.
Especially in order to get some
synergies.
of those end game scoring cards. Yeah. So I really liked that. And then there's also the one on the other side of the board where you can always just toss 3 cards for up to 3 cards for up to 3 resources of your choice, which is something that, is always of benefit. They have the 2 islands out there that are really, really good worker placement spots, but then in the middle of the game, heading into round 3, they both get sort of the tide comes in and they get washed out. So you kind of have to take advantage of them early, but you're not going to be able to exploit them in the late game. There were just some really clever balances with the way they did resources, card and hand management. Like I said, the anchors, all of that I think made this a more streamlined version of Everdell. I still love Everdell. It's not, I wouldn't say this replaces it for me, but I thoroughly enjoyed this version of it.
Yeah, I think this was a streamlined version for sure. I mean, I've only played Everdell the one time. Andy was very nice to teach me, and was Brad, Greg, and somebody else, or not Brad, Dangerous Dan, Brad, and maybe it was just the 3 of us. And no, I think Amara was there. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. This was a very streamlined version of that, and I thought it was done very well. And all the points that you brought up, I totally echo that they were great to get that game going quicker. Not necessarily even quicker, but just being more friendly, less harsh. You didn't feel like you just got totally skunked and left behind. That there was a way, and the different avenues to scoring points, which was really neat. That I went one way, and Doug kind of left me unmolested on that. I was able to take advantage of scoring all those bonus points there.
All the map tiles. Yeah.
And Doug was just zooming ahead on the boat track.
The boat track. Yep.
And it turned out that those bonuses from the map tiles is what gave me the edge. And but the next game is going to be completely different, and there's just
Yeah.
so many options, so many variety of ways to points. I thought very well done. I very much look forward to playing Farshore again. And I think this is a game that I could totally get my wife to play, but I don't own it, and I'm not going to.
Hey, nice
I'm
job.
putting a foot down.
Wow. It's just one, but it's
Yeah.
you know,
I got another
it's,
one.
It's a good start.
I can still use the
Might
other
just
one
be a
to get
big
it.
toe, but
Yeah.
you never know.
Yep, great version. And it makes me even more excited to get Silverfrost out and see how that one plays different.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that as
Yeah,
well.
I am too. In fact, I didn't back either of those, knowing that you were going to.
Awesome. Yeah,
So
we'll definitely get them played.
I'm anxious to try them out. All right, so I didn't get a chance to play that because we had a Kickstarter that I had just received maybe, I don't know, a month or two ago. We got that to the table this week, and that is Legacy at Sea. And despite the rulebook being not the greatest, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't the greatest. There were some question marks that had to be resolved with wording, and we had to basically pull the table to say, okay, what does everybody think about this? Because this could go in like three different directions.
Yeah.
How do we want to resolve this? What do we think makes the most sense? But this is a sandbox historical fiction board game.
All right. That's a lot of words there. That's a lot of adjectives there.
Yes.
So how is it historical? Is it actually historically correct?
It is based on historical figures.
Oh, okay.
So actual pirates.
Actual pirate captains.
Yep.
Okay.
So you will play as a pirate captain, and you get to pick there are 6 different types of ships to choose from.
So like Blackbeard
Yep.
and
Edward Teach was
like-
in there, and
Nice. And Jack Sparrow. and
no.
Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd. Wait a minute. What the heck?
yeah. Yes, all of those are in there. All those notorious pirates from history. Anyway, so yeah, and with some of the Kickstarter stuff, you are able to add some asymmetry, a little bit of asymmetry to it. I would say it's light because it's the asymmetrical stuff that you get is most of them are just a one-time use. I think there's only one ability that's just an ongoing ability that lasts the entire time. So it's not as powerful as the other ones, but it was the only one that was ongoing. But you're traveling around. You have 1 or 2 movement until you upgrade your captain to his seafaring all the way up, and that gives you an extra movement. But you're trying to complete quests. You're trying to battle and plunder merchant vessels. So you have islands that are out there. You have merchant vessels on the sea spaces. Whenever you end your movement in a sea space, you're going to pick one of the face-up merchant vessels that are on the side of the board. And that's the vessel you're going to interact with. You then draw an event card. You resolve that event card. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're terrible. Sometimes like you're fighting a warship and you are totally unprepared to fight that warship, or there's a storm, or there's pirate hunters after you. Sometimes it's great and it gives you a card that you can use for a specific thing later on in the game, like to prevent yourself from taking 2 damage or something like that. And then you have the option to plunder that merchant card that you picked. You can leave it alone and just let it sail away and, no harm, no foul, or you can choose to plunder that card. If you choose to plunder it, you have to choose whether you're going to you're going to use your cannons, whether you're going to use your crew, or whether you're going to use your maneuverability. And then you have to target the same thing on their ship. So cannons to cannons, crew to crew, maneuverability to maneuverability. You then roll the dice that you have. You base it on your captain's ferocity, and based on however you've upgraded your actual vessel. And if you get enough successes to exceed what the merchant's vessel has, then you successfully plunder that vessel and you get the rewards. But each vessel has a flag that they're flying for one of the nations that were in the Caribbean at that time. So you have the Dutch, you have the Spanish, the French, and the English. And if you plunder one of their ships, they tend to not be very pleased with you. So you have to put that card in your board that you actually spend the plundered cards, and the cards, some of the cards you encounter, you put those on the side of your board. You spend those to upgrade your captain's abilities. So that's like your experience points. But you also have the nation's flags that are, if you stop at a port that is controlled by the British, for example, and you have 2 ships that you've plundered from the British, then you have to look at the victory point value of those 2 cards, and you have to pay a bribe equal to that to get into that port. So let's say each of them are worth 2 points. That costs you 4 gold. You then flip those cards over, and then you no longer have those flags showing. It was a fun game. I really enjoyed it. It seemed like there was a lot going on. There's plenty of things to do for all the players, and it definitely sped up at the end of the game. And I'll tell you what, hurricanes in that game really came out at the very most inopportune times when you're limited to how much movement you can do. A lot of fun. The components were cool. I just wish the rule book was a little bit better thought out and had a little more information in it. But that would be my only complaint with it.
Like the idea of this game, except for I think the title was elusive.
Yeah, because it's not a legacy game.
Yeah, I was really, when you were talking about it the first time, I was like, legacy, I'm in. Oh.
Then you saw it and you're like,
It's a one-off. It's a one-off. It is a one-off game.
I would still like to
fun.
try it for sure.
It is a fun game.
Yeah, I do love my legacy games.
Yes, you do.
Something about that discovery just draws me in. And
well, this is technically a legacy game with lots of discovery to be had, Nathan. You'll like it.
You don't play with all the cards every time. So you play over 3 years, and all of those encounter cards and merchant cards get cycled once you finish a year out. So you don't even get to see everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like I said, I still want to try it for sure. Taken with a grain of salt that it's just legacy at sea.
It's not a legacy game, even though it says legacy at sea. I will say if we are going to play it, we should play it soon before I forget how to play.
Yeah, that is...
that is always a thing, huh?
It is very much a thing. I have a game after I finished purchasing a game.
What did you just buy?
So Brad and I I'm on this big rush, right? We're reaching the end of the year. I have a big surge of trying to play games to reach my goal of 300
New games
this year. Or 200, sorry. 200 new games this year. Very fearful that I am not going to make this goal.
How close are you?
At this point, I still have like 50 plus games.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Times are running out.
Tick-tock.
Actually, you're still ahead of schedule, really.
Yeah, it is still doable, but it is...
You're getting close.
Yeah. It's going to take more sour experiences like this. So Brad and I got the chance to play Deckscape, because I have a ton of these mystery in a box games. I don't know what the model of them is called, but like the Unlock series, I have a lot of Unlock games. This Deckscape is kind of like Unlock in a box, but this one was called Crew versus Crew the Pirate. Instead of being a cooperative game, this is a competitive game. It was an interesting game to play. We played it late at night. Both of us were a little foggy in the brain, and it showed. Because, we would get close on our guesses and find out that our guesses were way off. But I really didn't like that this was a competitive game. And I'll have to look at some of these other deck games, the Deckscape games, because I have like 6 or 7 of them that are over there. They're all competitive like this.
Really?
Because it kind of left a kind of a bad taste in my mouth. I really didn't. It was still fun, and the puzzles were still great.
Did it taste like cantaloupe?
It tastes like sadness, so yeah, kind of like cantaloupe.
Okay.
Yeah. And
You guys are so weird.
I think what you're saying is you guys are spot on.
Yeah, he is. That's exactly what I heard.
Yeah. But anyways.
I love cantaloupe.
Maybe you would like Deckscape, because apparently it tastes like cantaloupe.
Sadness.
It doesn't look like the kind of game I would like.
Yeah.
And this comparison's super weird.
Mystery games, I feel like, work better.
Not co-op games. It just works better. Those types of games just work better as a co-op.
Yeah, and it might have been better had it not just been Brad versus me.
Why?
Because if I had somebody on my team that was better than me, then maybe it would be all right.
You didn't have Doug there to carry you?
No, I didn't have Doug there to carry me. But, there's to these games, there's a lot that is that the group benefits from playing this game together.
Sure.
Because there are elements that stick out to one person that don't stick out to other players.
100%.
And
that's kind of what makes those games fun.
Yeah, because you're like, somebody's going to zoom in and take a look at the card. Oh, hey, did you see this? And we're like, no.
Yeah, which triggers somebody else. Oh yeah, man, look at this. It's that synergy you get from other players while you're playing those cooperatively. Really,
and
is
I
fun.
love that element of
I do
those
too.
games. That's why I have so many of the Unlock and so many of these Deckscapes, and just some of these that follow in that genre. And I just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, and as a result, I haven't jumped into any of these other Deckscape games. But I do like that they're very simple, that you're going to open up the deck and there's not like a big rule book. There's just like, hey, read this card. This card's going to get you started, and this card's going to start to, as you go through cards, it's going to start to explain and resolve the game as you go through. I like that. But anyways, Deckscape Crew versus Crew the Pirate, not on my top 10 by any means.
That's
Interesting.
Unfortunate.
I love the way Unlock does their tutorial. They have that like really fast tutorial. If you have new players, you just run them through that really quick, and I mean they get it right. Fast tutorial, and it's like, oh, this is clever. I see how this works. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Unlocks I've always been very impressed with the Unlocks, and and even the exit games the same way. The exit games are a little bit more. I don't want to say unforgiving, but the fact that it's a one-time use, which I'm actually okay with, legacy style feel to it for sure, because you have a great experience with them. But the Unlocks are kind of nice because you can just rebuild that deck and pass it on to somebody else to experience it. So, or if you get old enough that you can play it again in like a month and you have no idea what's going on.
That's true.
A month.
I think I'm about there. So,
like a week later for me.
Got that goldfish memory.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, sorry it wasn't more fun.
Yeah, but it was still a good experience, just not my top 10 experience.
That makes sense.
Cool. Well, one that my wife and I have been getting to the table a little bit more. It's one that hit our table a lot, and then it's been shelved and just comes off once in a blue moon. But we've been playing it a little more recently, and that is one of my favorite little filler games called Cloud City.
Oh yes, yeah. So
and
you even started a BGA game with me with this.
Yeah. I really feel like this is an underrated game. It's got like a 6.5 on BGG, and I'm not really sure. Like this is clearly a fast filler style game, and I think that some of those low ratings are from people who expected it to be more of like a medium weight, or have a little more punch during game night, and I don't think that was ever really the design intent with this one. This one is just super fun. Like you just play tiles, you put those big plastic cities out, and you link them with bridges, right? It's a city in the clouds linked by these bridges that you're creating, and you just create a simple little 3x3 grid, or if you want to play the expanded version, you can do the 3x4, which I think is also really, really fun.
Yes.
It does have it does have the limited quantity thing. So like a lot of the big, like higher scoring bridges, there's fewer of them. And so there's a little bit of a race element to that, but you are just planning it out, putting them down, building the bridges. When you're done, you have this really cool 3D, city in the clouds kind of sitting in front of you. That is, I think is something about like that tactility and everything is just really great. I like this. And I like the designer. I like Phil Walker Harding. He's very, very good at these types of games. He doesn't design a whole lot that is super heavy. But I think he's a great designer, and I really like Cloud City. He does like you guys would know him, like Sushi Go, Emotep, Baron Park, Gizmos is his, Silver and Gold is his, Summer Camp, Super Mega Lucky Box, Spellbook, which I know is one that Richie really likes. I think he has like a real niche, like when it comes to these types of games, these fun, fast filler style games that I actually think pack a lot of punch. I just think that they expect too much with some of these. And this is one that's definitely worth checking out. I think Cloud City's great.
It's because Lando wasn't part of it. It's got to be why it was 6.5.
You're not terribly wrong about that. Probably.
This reminds me of the Dexterity game.
Oh, the Tokyo City?
Yes. That's what this totally... I mean, I've played this before, so I know it's not, but that's what this... When we played that, I'm like, hey, this is like Cloud City, but it's all mutual. You're building the city together, and you have to make sure you don't tip anything over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun game as well.
Yeah, Tokyo City was really good.
Cloud City's great. I like this game too, Doug. I don't know why it's only a 6.5 rating, because I disagree with that rating as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the game I drove 30 minutes to play.
For sure. Yeah, definitely not.
But it's one I would definitely pull out and play it like 3 times while Nathan finishes the 20 minutes that he has left in the game that he's playing on the other table when I get here late.
As long as it's not Brad, that 20 minutes is
Brad.
probably accurate. Because then everybody talks to Brad.
No, we have a conversation over there, and Brad still has to be a part of it.
Brad's just an eavesdropper.
He is.
Dropping those eaves.
Dropping those eaves.
I'm dropping no eaves.
Honest. All right. Well,
yeah. Traumatic pause.
there it is. Okay. I want to talk about a game that Nathan, that you taught us 2 weeks ago, I think, or a week and a half ago. And I think everybody really enjoyed this game.
Yeah, this is one that, not to burst your bubble, but Doug and I had been talking about quite a bit. And I was hoping that Doug was going to be here when we got to play it. So I still have to play this with Doug. But yes, carry on.
Why is that bursting my bubble?
Because I kind of jumped in on your description.
You can jump in on my description all you want, Nathan. This is your
But
game.
I buried the lead, so it's still your game to introduce.
You know what? You're right. And this game is rated 8.1 on BGG.
Continue that,
And-
Barry. I love it. It has 3 little micro expansions that just make it so much better, that
does.
enhance the components.
The component expansions were great.
Yeah, such a good game. What
And
game is it?
It is called Wondrous Creatures.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wah, wah, wah. This game was awesome. You're placing, you have dragons. They're kind of dragons, I guess, right? They almost look like serpents.
They're
wondrous creatures.
Wondrous
wondrous
creatures.
creatures that you have
You're
a
riding.
meeple that can ride. Yes.
Yeah, so you have your captain that's riding one of these. It's all magnetized. I don't know if that's on the upgraded components or not.
No, I think that's in the base game.
Okay, so and then you get to place those creatures on the map, and then you're going to gain resources. That's one of the things you can do. You can also play cards from your hand by spending resources. You have an egg track that you're going to, whenever you gain eggs, you're going to cover things up. It's one of those where you cover something with the egg, and then you're going to gain whatever you cover up. You can also use those eggs to complete objectives or to unlock the epic creatures that are available that will give you even more abilities. This was cool. There was a lot of engine building in this that I thought was phenomenal and really, really satisfying.
Yeah, a lot of engine building, a lot of resource management, and
Yes.
a lot of noodling that you had to do to make the best of the best points of your game.
Nice.
Yeah, this has got your name all over it, Doug.
It probably does.
Yeah, it's great. It was so
But
much
you played it without me.
Yeah, and so
And
now I
then
got to
made-
call it.
and then made me wait while you finished it. You gnome hollowed it.
You know how.
You gnome hollowed it.
This is way better than Gnome Hollow.
Now, this is definitely what I want to check out. It looks really good. I've had my eye on this one for a while. If you hadn't got a copy of it, this is one I would have acquired for sure. It looks wonderful.
This may be one I still acquire because it was that much fun.
Yeah, and this is one that I got for free.
Yeah, you did. You
Because
lucked out.
the play to win at SaltCON. So this is the one I won. And so, good call. Good opportunity. I think it's a great game.
It was wonderful.
Yeah, very much looking forward to getting it to the table with Doug. The components, the upgrade components, are very nice. The magnet of the captains on one of the mounts. The other mounts don't have the magnet in it. Only one mount of your color. One of the expansion comes with some extra captains and a couple of other little items.
Well,
in it.
and the captain's powers are asymmetrical as well, and which really can kind of steer you in one direction, which I think is great. If you really lean into that can enhance the replayability of the game.
For sure.
Plus, the fact that they're magnetized, when Brad takes really long turns, you can practice dropping those guys from a height to try to see if you can get them to land and stick to the dragon.
Yeah.
I found that out too.
That's, you find all sorts of little quirks to entertain yourself when playing a game with Brad.
That's true.
Unless you're listening to him monologue.
That's also true. We love Brad.
We do, very much so.
But seriously, Brad, get your act together.
So Jody, our friend Jody on BGA, introduced me to a new game, and one that I have found to be very fun.
Say it.
And I'm a little nervous to say it.
Say it.
Because I'm probably going to slaughter it, but I believe it is Schotten Totten.
Schotten Totten.
Schotten Totten. Something like that.
Something like that.
Lost City's the card game.
Okay.
Has a little bit of that vibe where I'm playing stuff on my side of the board and you're playing your stuff on your side of the board, and you are trying to create patterns, either runs or sets, or it's just going to be a mixture of cards, and whoever has the highest mixture of those cards is going to be the winner. And you want to be the first player to either win 3 locations that are side by side or 5 locations overall. And so you are playing, I say "and so" a lot. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
I do that. So if you're playing the shot game, just tag on "and so." Or the M&M game. I don't know. I'm just going to shut up.
Where are you going?
I don't know. Down the toilet bowl. Schotten Totten.
Schotten Totten.
Is this artwork for real?
Yeah.
Like, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's like the anthropomorphized animals.
Yeah.
And like, they look cool. That's actually pretty sweet. Like, there's a turtle with a big shield and like a mace.
There's 2 versions out there. And you have one version that has the updated artwork, and then you have one version that has the farmer artwork.
Oh, no. How do you know which one you're getting?
By the cover. I mean, there's this one out here that has the really cool animals, and then there's the other one that has...
cartoony animals.
Yeah. I think it's a really good game. Quick 20-minute game, 2 players. So far, I am not getting my butt whooped playing with Jody.
Nice.
So, yeah. That game's so close to Castles of Burgundy. So close.
Meaning you've almost won Castles of Burgundy?
Almost won. But I did not again.
Oh. I'm so proud of you for not giving up.
So I'm like 40 games now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man.
I'm loving every instance. But anyways, yeah. Schotten Totten. BGA implementation where I've played it. But yeah, this is a game that's on my radar. So if I find it somewhere, going home with me. It's totally available on Amazon.
Yeah, but which version? I don't want the farm version. I want the good version. Is the good version Schotten Totten 2? Or is that a totally different game?
No, it's a totally different game, I believe. It has a totally different Schotten Totten.
Or Shootin' Tootin'?
Rootin' Tootin'? I think it's Schotten Totten. But this is the cover of the one you want it looks like a rune stone there, and it has a rooster in a hat with a nest on top of the rune stone.
I think it's Schotten Totten.
Could be.
I think so too.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's why I said I was scared to say the name. Anyways, what do you guys got? Tell me now.
Well, I think that wraps up our Highlight 30 segment, doesn't it?
Kind of does.
Oh, it does, yeah. What's new and exciting that you are looking forward to?
There is the latest version of Mythic Battles Pantheon. Barely fulfilled, which means it should hopefully be hitting retail soon, and that is Mythic Battles Pantheon Isfet. So it's the Egyptian gods and Egyptian mythology. I got my copy this week. I forgot that it was coming. I walked home and there were the 2 huge boxes, and I'm like, what in the world? Thinking, what did my wife order?
What game did she back now?
Well, it wasn't didn't even have like a name of a game company on the box. So I'm like, what in the world is this? And I looked, this is for a game. Like, what in the heck did I order that was so huge? And I'm like, oh yeah, this has got to be Mythic Battles. Sure enough, huge, tons of boxes. The miniatures have always been great for Mythic Battles Pantheon. So I'm excited to try this out. We have some different titans that look really cool that follow the Egyptian mythology. You have some big alligator god titans and some like a phoenix crane looking creature. And anyway, plus you have all the pharaohs that are going to be your heroes. You have the Egyptian gods like Set, and you have Osiris and all the Egyptian gods that you can have as your main character, your main god. And then as you build your armies, you can choose from well, really from any of the sets, but I'm excited to try this out. And the maps, the artwork on the maps is really cool. I love the Egyptian theme. It makes for some beautiful artwork.
I'm excited for this one. I had a ton of fun getting my butt whooped with the regular gun, the regular version.
So we still need to do the Norse mythology as well, because I've gotten that since we've played. So there's a lot to choose from now.
And there actually is a BGA implementation. I wish you were online.
I probably could join that.
You should. And, you can whoop me some more.
It might be worth it to do Mythic Battles Pantheon, although having that big epic board set up is just...
Oh, it is nice for sure,
awesome.
Especially with all the terrain that you've made, and yeah, it's good times. But
Well, I want to talk about one that definitely caught my eye. This is new, coming to Kickstarter soon. This is called Stormweaver's Stronghold.
oh, I saw something on this. This does look cool.
Yeah, it looks some things that I think are very intriguing about this. Definitely want to learn a little bit more. It's one I'm following when the campaign launches and they've got a little more information. I think I'll look into it a little more heavily then. But it's the dwarves were driven from their homeland by malevolent magical storms that brought madness and mutations. So they set out north, where they decided to establish a new home, Stronghold. As warrior, mage, and techneer, you are a group of scouts to whom the king has entrusted exploring the neighboring forests, mountains, and wastelands, and removing all threats to the newly built stronghold. This, I think, is where it gets kind of cool, though. It says you explore the area around the stronghold, discovering areas on a scratch-off map, and reading corresponding location and event descriptions in the storybook. So this is a 1 to 3 player, story-driven exploration game that uses a scratch-off map, completely asymmetric characters, right? You're going to pick one of those characters to play, and each one does something completely different.
Yeah, I remember why I was so excited about this. This whole idea sounds awesome.
You make choices, gaining code words, fate points, and resources. You fight on battle maps against enemies with different abilities using sphere cards of might, magic, and cunning, which you can upgrade with the help of gained fate points. So upgrading cards, earning XP, spending XP, upgrading, all that sounds really, really good. You undertake tests using your sphere card. So that's kind of what we have. The game looks cool. They've got really cool acrylic standees, and then there's a base where you can put your dice down into them, I think as a health track kind of thing, or perhaps as some other way of tracking things. I don't know. It's mostly just images. So like I said, I'm super excited about getting some samples and seeing a little bit more when this fully launches, and we can learn a little bit more about it.
I'm way excited about that one. I think it's going to be good. My game radar has a crowdfunding game on it, which is not usually what's on my list. But this is Into the Machine. This is the AEG's latest crowdfunding project. The unique thing about this project is you can fund this game, and they have access to a whole slew of AEG expansions, some of the little things that maybe from past games that you've missed or had the opportunity to get. By the time this drops, this is all old news, and that crowdfunding is complete. Hopefully it has some, can't remember if it was Kickstarter or GameFound, but hopefully you can get in there and get the opportunity to get some of those other little micro expansions that you might be looking for. But Into the Machine, do robots dream of electric sheep after a long day of manufacturing widgets and thingamabobs? Or do they sleep at all? Maybe they break into teams and hop into the machine and blow off steam with a race for glory and a chance to upgrade themselves into more skilled robots. I like this idea. Battle robots. Kind of gives me a Robo Rally vibe.
I'm out.
But not with the programming. So, which I actually really like programming games, but I stink at those too. Into the Machine is a highly tactical race in which circle robots race to one end of the machine to tag their next Hexbot teammate, who then races in reverse order on the same track in order to win. A pit crew of bots is outside the machine are set to work on terminals, moving and manipulating their teammates in the machine. 45 to 60 minutes. I think this is going to be a great filler game. I think the idea and the theme of it all kind of shines to me. And then if you're going to back it, you have access to all those other little micro expansions as well. It's a win-win-win into the machine.
Awesome. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I have to go back to Schotten Totten really quick. This is maybe a little weird. So I was looking at those images on BGG for Schotten Totten, and it is the Polish version, Spor. Has incredible art.
Okay.
And now it's my life. I have now made it my life's work to make sure that I acquire a copy of this.
Game should be language independent, so it's just numbers, I believe, that are on the card. But yeah, that artwork was very well done.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Into the machine.
What?
Just was bringing it back to my Into the Machine.
Okayest podcast.
Schotten Totten.
Okayest.
Hey, let me know if you're doing the Into the Machine, if you're going to back that, because I may have you add some things.
Yeah, there's
expansion extravaganza.
There's a great opportunity for a lot of little add-ons there.
Yeah, because I'm looking at, they've got a little add-on for Tiny Towns Underground, which I don't have.
Yeah, and the tree and the leaf, or one, I can't remember, is it the tree expansion? Fortune and something else that are still readily available. The other little things that you're like, ooh, this is the opportunity to get those.
Ready, Set, Bet stuff, Smash Up, Let's Go to Japan, the 5th player pack is available. Awesome dice, different cube dropper for Dead Reckoning, the Dragonfish Battle Cube Tower.
All sorts of cool things.
Yeah, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, buy the game just to get the access to the add-ons.
I know, right? Very cool. Speaking of Dead Reckoning, another fulfilled the latest expansion, and that is Dead Reckoning Protocol. I'm excited for this. I want to start diving into some of the campaign stuff. I know I think we only played 1 or 2 games of the campaign, and Doug started destroying us, so we decided to start over. And
which one was this?
Dead Reckoning. I think we only played 1 game.
Oh yeah, that's right. We played 1 and I won, and then everyone was like, "We're out.
Yeah,
we're
out.
We can't play this if Doug wins.
Can't let Doug win."
Yeah.
But no, this is exciting. There's a ton of new advancements with this game. There's some new stuff that I really want to dive into and take a look at. I think that the Sea Dogs expansion is one that has been out for a while, and it was kind of a little mini expansion that came out. And it's one that I really, really want to get into because you get to change out your crew members for different, so you don't have the standard crew cards that you start the game with in the base game. You can switch those out with other things. I really want to try that. There's just a lot of content for this game, but Dead Reckoning Protocol, it just got mailed to my house, so it's being fulfilled as we speak, and I'm not sure if this one's going to hit retail or not, but I do love this game.
You can't get us all excited and then say it's not available.
It might be. I'm just not sure if it is. There was someone that at the other game night that I had all these boxes stacked up for Doug to take home. Someone had mentioned I missed out on those Kickstarters, and I thought, well, I'm sure you can get them. But
yeah, I'm sure you can.
It's AEG. It's not like they do that, Sign up to buy your robot game, and then you can get access to all these different expansions.
This episode is brought to you by
AEG's expansion extravaganza. Anyway, yeah, so I'm excited about that. That's one that I would really think we need to dive back into and start doing the campaigns. We could even pick up where we left off, Doug. It wouldn't be that hard to figure out where we were, so you could still be ahead of us.
Sweet. I'm in. I'm back in.
I'm back in. I was out, and then you dragged me right back in. Another game that I'm really excited about. This is a 30 to 45 minute time frame game. Shallow Seas. Shallow Seas is a multi-layered puzzle board game inspired by the breathtaking beauty of the Great Barrier Reef. Players create their own vivid ocean landscapes by strategically arranging the array of marine life, colorful fish, and corals, unlike typical puzzle games, in which pieces merely stack up. The elements in Shallow Sea can activate, deactivate, and even more creative, exciting combos and thought-provoking dilemmas that can keep you on your toes. So this is a game, Doug, I think Lydia will very much like. The color, the vibrant pieces, fairly simple play. This is one that I think Cheryl and Lydia are both going to like. And maybe Sabrina will find another game that is
That would be awesome.
not bad.
This looks like a game I would like.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks really good.
I mean, it gives me a little bit of the aqua theme.
Aqua, sure. Mhm.
And not Oceanos, Ocean.
Sure, Oceans. Yeah, Aqua. There's a few
More
of them
aqua.
there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but yeah, this looks really good. Very simple and very highly rated so far with an 8.0.
Only 336 ratings, but still,
Right.
yeah, that's really good. Weight of about 2.31. That's kind of a sweet spot, I think. And I like what it's saying here. It's saying best at 2, which as a game that would probably get mostly played with me and my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Might
Keep
be
an eye out for that.
keep an eye on. I like it. I had one more that I was excited about that I wanted to talk about. How do you guys feel about curling?
I've tried it.
I've seen it.
It's kind of a weird sport.
It is.
It is.
But what if you could watch curling with mystics?
Okay.
I'm still equally intrigued.
So this is one that's coming out. It caught my eye because it's kind of a weird theme. I think there's a little bit of a dexterity element to it, but also okay, let me just read this to you. So bring the ice sport of curling to your tabletop with dice. In the dexterity game Mystic Curling Club, instead of 44 pounds of granite down a 150-foot sheet of ice, you'll be sliding shiny 12-sided dice down a 3-foot board trying to reach the center of the rings. As in the sport of curling, you can bump opposite stones, throw guard stones to defend your own, and mix strategy with skill to win. So it does look like there's some things you can do to make this a little bit like it's not all dexterity, like it's combo. You know, you kind of have the dexterity
I'm excited about
and the strategy sort of mixed. I normally stay away from dexterity games, but this is one I could kind of get behind. This feels a little bit like Crokinole Light, maybe a little bit, maybe possibly.
You guys haven't played Icecool, have you?
No.
Yeah, this totally makes me think of Icecool too. We need to get that to the table. I think you guys would enjoy that.
Okay, cool.
Icecool.
All right.
2 or that was Icecool also.
Icecool also.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't know if there were 2 versions.
I think
of it.
there is 2 versions. There are
Yeah.
2 versions, but
Okay.
But there's only a couple of images here, but it does look like after, you sort of have the dexterity part of it, but then in order to sort of dial it in a little bit, you've got some unique sort of cards or powers or things that you can do to sort of maybe improve your position on the board just a little bit.
Mitigate your lack of dexterity.
Yeah.
yeah, they're your sweepers. And
That's
aimers.
for me, that's 100%, right? I need something to mitigate my bad dexterity.
Yeah, I was surprised when you said this was a dexterity game because I know how you typically feel about dexterity games.
Yeah, normally not really my thing. I do like Crokinole. Like Klask is okay.
I enjoy Klask.
I think that
Klask is fun.
Can be can be enjoyable. Good for kind of a cheap thrill. Other than that, Sonora. I think we actually were talking about that not too long ago. Kind of an interesting take. That was
again.
Yeah, it's a dexterity flick and right. So you sort of have to try to get but it's been a long time ago, and I can't remember if they're discs or dice or something. Anyway, you flick them into these. The board's kind of divided
discs, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, it's divided into quadrants.
Yeah.
And depending on what you want to do, you kind of need to get them into certain areas on the different quadrants. And then based on where your discs land, that's what you can do on your board to mark stuff off and try to get synergies and all that with the writing part of it. And I remember that part I really liked, but the dexterity part was a little frustrating. Actually, when I first got that game, Lydia and I played it quite a bit. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So dexterity games, usually not my thing, but this one definitely grabbed my eye.
Yeah, 2026 release. So that's something definitely looking forward to next year.
Yeah.
All right. Is that all of our...
I do have an update.
Okay.
I had to do a lot of Polish translating.
Oh, okay.
But I did finally I got Sporobor.
Sporobor. And that is
The really awesome version of Schotten Totten.
Okay. And you found it? And you
I found it.
purchased it?
I need to look up the art for that.
All right. Sporobor.
Sporobor. Yep.
Spor.
Only in Polish, so it's probably not pronounced like that at all.
Probably not.
That's the American version of the Polish game. Sporobor. All right, so I've got one more.
Okay.
Windmill Valley is coming out with a new expansion. I love Windmill Valley. I played this at IceCON for the first time last year and fell in love with this game. So I'm excited that there's an expansion coming out, and the expansion is Windmill Valley Blooming Sails. There's not there aren't very many images out for this and not a ton of information. But as the demand for tulips steadily grows, so does your desire to expand. You begin to envision new markets, new homes for your prized bulbs. The decision to buy a ship and take to the seas feels not just natural, but necessary. A bold step towards securing your future as a key player in the burgeoning tulip trade. With sails raised and hopes high, you set off determined that your tulips will one day be among the most sought after in the world. So in Windmill Valley, Blooming Sails, it will significantly change how the conduct foreign trade action works, and players will now sail their ship between ports, and that they may spin their tulip bulbs for various rewards. And then the position of their ship will determine the benefits that they gain when advancing on the calendar. The calendar is also going to be updated, which will allow players to choose if they want to use the regular or an expert variant. Oh. So I'm excited for this. I love this game. So having more things to do and more ways to score points, I am 100% down with that. This is a phenomenal game.
It is a really good game.
Yeah,
I played it the one time.
You'll have to teach it to me sometime.
I think you'd really like it, Doug.
I've heard good things.
All right, we are at time. Do we have anything else that we want to drop in there right before we close?
I mean, I could talk forever. There's all kinds of stuff. We'll save it for next episode.
All right, I like it.
Until next time.
We'll see you. Oh, you had me all nervous, Andy. Now I'm drawing a blank.
I had it queued up.
Yeah,
I did too.
We'll see you. No.
Wah, wah, wah.
At the game table. That's just depressing for all of us there.
Thank you for listening and being a part of Meeple Nation. If you would be so kind as to follow, subscribe, share, and rate or review this podcast, it really helps to spread the fun. You can be more involved in supporting the podcast by joining the nation at patreon.com/Meeple Nation, or you can find a link at the top of our webpage, meeplenation.com. And while you're there, look at all our extra content. There are links to all our past episodes, a wide variety of blogs, pictures from our Instagram feed, and bios for all the hosts and our awesome bloggers. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, all under Meeple Nation. If you would like to chat with the hosts or other members of the nation, you can join our Facebook group, Meeple Nation Off Air. We hope to see you again at a game night, a con, or maybe a suspense-driven evening of Werewolf. Thank you for listening and supporting Meeple Nation, and stay tuned for next week's episode.
Thank you so much for listening. We very much want to thank our patrons who help keep the podcast running. I personally want to thank my co-hosts for all the help they provide with both content here on the podcast, in addition to what we have available on our website. Without them, the podcast would not happen. If you too would like to support the podcast, you can join the nation at patreon.com/Meeple_Nation, or you can find a link to Patreon at the top of our webpage, meeplenation.com. If you have any questions, comments, or games you feel should be on our radar, you can always reach us at meeplenation@gmail.com. We can't wait to hear from you. I am grateful to Doug and Andy who helped me edit episodes, and I want to thank James and Kim Clark who do the editing on our blogs and on our webpage, which can be found at meeplenation.com. We want to thank Brain Detergent for our music. If you want to find more from him, you can follow his links that can be found on our webpage, or simply search for Brain Detergent on YouTube to find more of his tracks. Thank you again for listening and being part of the Meeple Nation community.